Hello there, YouTube land people. So as you can see, it's a beautiful 84 degrees here in South Texas. The sun is out, the birds are chirping, the cats are chased away. So I got some bird baths I gotta show you. Anyway, this bird bath cost me approximately $4. All I had to buy was the little bath itself, which was at thrift store. I paid about $3.90 for that, so about $4. I already had glue, I already had the nail, I already had the tree stump, I already found the stick, I already had the gray paint, and I just painted the little tree stick gray because I don't want it to rot. Eventually I know the stump will, but what can you do? I'm just going to leave it as is. I think it looks cute. It was very cheap. If you ever look to buy a bird bath, they're very expensive. They're hundreds of dollars. So ain't that cute? They love it. They've been in there, and I got another one that I'm going to make out of this. I just filled it with water to make sure that it holds water, because there was a hole back here, but I filled it with silicone and it's holding up. It's been holding water for over an hour already, so that's good. I'm just going to probably paint it. I'd like to do the bottom black, but I don't have any black paint. But I'll probably end up painting it gray, because I do already have gray that I used on the deck. I have a little extra, so I'll probably paint this gray. And then to set this up about 3 feet, I have 2 coffee cans and an empty paint can. So I'm gonna, again, I already have some gray paint, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint this all gray. And I got these silicone together, and I got it all glued down here with some crazy glue, and I filled this up. Well, this is the top. I glued the top on, and I filled this up with rock, so it's pretty heavy. It's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to set that other one on top. So actually this is a free one. I didn't pay anything for this. So yeah, I'll show you that when it's done. My garden's doing beautifully. The tree, my fig tree, is waking up a little bit, not very much, but as you can see, it's got some little, I don't know if those are shoots or if those are suckers. They might be suckers. I might have to get rid of those, but I'm gonna have to take all this off now. My tomato plants, they made it through the winter. They were looking pretty bad, because I had them in the house for 2 weeks when the freak blizzard blew through South Texas. But as you can see, they got little yellow flowers. No more dry leaves. They look very healthy. There's nothing wrong with these now. I'm glad they made it through. Unfortunately, my blackberry did not make it. I don't think it's going to make it. I'm not going to do nothing to it, but it's looking dry and dead. So I had to buy another, and this time I bought a blueberry, and it looks like it's doing, if you can see that, doing good. I got some volunteer acorn squashes back there. They're doing good. Some volunteer onions back there. They're doing good. I bury all my mulch. For now, I'm burying all my mulch in this one. This is all full of buried, food waste. And I call it mulch, but it's food waste. I bury it in here. I cover it because the squirrels will dig it up. This is another volunteer where I dumped a bunch of food and leftover. I collect it for about a week, and then I bury it. That's another volunteer. And my peach tree, as you can see, it's got lots of leaves, or not peach, apricot. Lots of leaves, beautiful little apricot tree. My lettuce has been feeding me almost every other day. I picked way too many leaves off of this one because it just was so good. I couldn't help but pick. And now I gotta get more, but I can't find any, so I had to grow. I have to start my own spinach, or my own romaine lettuce, that is. I got beans. I got to transplant those now that they're bigger. I got to put those in the ground. I got garlic, which I never thought I could grow because it's not organic. It's from the store, but the way I did that is you soak it for a little while, several days inside the house. Soak it, and then when it starts sprouting, you plant it. And got garlic and more onions. I probably will not plant again under this tree because the squirrels won't leave it alone. Every day I come out here and there's holes dug. So not only that, but the tree, it's getting green sprouts, which is probably because I'm constantly fertilizing with, well, I have this water here I use with leaves and manure, and really all I'm doing is feeding the tree because it's getting all kinds of green on it. And the stuff down here, I would say it should be probably doing better than this a little bit, but that's the problem when you plant so close to under a tree. But I just thought I would try that out. And yeah, the or acorn squash, I would say, should be doing a lot better than that, really. I don't know if you can see that one, but it really should be doing better because the ones in the compost are doing quite a bit better. I'd say at least 20 or 30% better. And over here, if I didn't have this netting material, I would never be able to grow anything. But I had all this covered. I did eat some of it when it was sprouting, but now it's too big to eat, I think. Probably wouldn't eat it when it's this big. But I thinned it out a little bit and I ate some of the sprouts, which were good. And I don't really want to thin out anymore, but I might have to. But anyway, that's acorn squash, again from the store. I got celery. This is from the store. Instead of throwing it away, I planted it. I don't know how it's going to do. Garlic. I got garlic from the store, doing beautifully. And I got a tomato here from a nursery. It's a cherry tomato. And I got, what was this, zucchini. I probably don't need the net anymore, but I'm just going to keep it anyway until it touches it and I'll remove it. I got the cucumber down here. I got to fix all that. It's not getting enough, nutrients. I don't have any compost over here, so I probably should bury some compost here for it because otherwise it's just not going to grow. I keep saying compost, but really what it is it's just food, leftover food. I save it. I have a bucket in my kitchen and I save all my food scraps. And then I bury it, and then that's when stuff grows. Otherwise, without that, you have to buy tons of fertilizer, which costs tons of money, which makes this whole garden hobby like just ridiculously expensive, I would say. But when you're using food scraps, it's free fertilizer basically, and the stuff grows great. If not, whatever. Like, I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on fertilizers for every single thing because it gets way too expensive that way. There's fertilizers for this, there's fertilizers for that, and you got to know everything about it. And it's just, I'm not into it like that. I would prefer just, again, I use food scraps, and that's the only way, really. Every tote I have like that, those pink totes, they have food scraps. I put leaves first. Then I put some like different branches and things from the yard, as far as, grass or green or leaves or whatever, brown leaves, green leaves, I don't care. I put a little bit of native soil. On top of that, I put the food scraps, and then on top of that, I put potting for potting mix, potting soil, which will feed the plant for a few months, but that's about it. Then you got to start using fertilizer. And again, I just don't want to have to buy all that stuff. So anyway, that was just a little tour. Yeah, I'm gonna finish making my other bird bath probably later today. I got to paint all those cans, and hope everyone's having a good day. If you like to see more videos of me, I do have an OnlyFans with sexier, I gotta be quiet, I got neighbors. I don't know if they're listening, but with sexier videos. So yeah, that's it for now. Take care.